Hey guys, let's go ahead and get started with the timeline series number 5. Okay, just a quick recap. December of 2009, she somehow magically bought a house, and I would really like to see that income verification statement and take a look at the signature on it. I think that'd be really interesting. January 2010, allegations of embezzlement. May of 2010, diagnosed with 3 serious diseases all in the same week. Before I go further, I want to put this right out there. In my opinion, Christopher Watts was conned from the start. I do not believe his wife was honest, and I do not believe that she had good intentions at all when she met him, throughout their marriage, right up till and including the night she died. The recent awesome find in the Discovery Docs with a phone number to a CPS worker in North Carolina, in my opinion, supports my theory that there was an open CPS case against her, because let me tell you what I think. I do think she was abusive toward her children. I do think she had Munchausen by proxy. I do think that Bella and Celeste suffered all of their lives. And I do think she was caught. And I do believe that she was not allowed to be left alone with the children. And I believe that every step of the way that Christopher Watts believed whatever came out of her mouth. So on August 10th of 2010, Christopher Watts and his wife had their first date. Take a look at July 9th of 2010. She says, I need a break from this world, a break from everyone. One month later, she met Christopher Watts. 3 weeks later, she quit her job. Remember, she had a pretty hefty mortgage to pay. And she quit her job just 3 weeks after meeting Christopher Watts, who, by the way, had a pretty hefty savings account and a good income and a good job. One month after meeting Christopher Watts, she walked in a lupus fundraiser. That was one of the 3 diseases she was saying that she had been diagnosed with in May. Knowing that Christopher Watts wanted to have children, she told him that she wants to have 10 children. She put an ad on care.com to become a babysitter. In November, she started babysitting for 1 child, and she babysat that child for close to 3 months because the family was moving away. In February of 2011, the family moved away. Take a look at this. After meeting Christopher Watts in August of 2010, she posted that she wants to run away from everything right now. And she posted on October 1st that she was plotting her runaway. Interesting. So it was after she was plotting her runaway that she placed her ad on Care.com, found a babysitting job, babysat one child for close to 3 months. And then she announced that it was official now. She was going to open a daycare center. And then she announced that she was going to become a nurse. And then on their 1-year anniversary since their first date, Christopher Watts proposed to her, probably believing that she wanted 10 children and that she was becoming a nurse. Now remember, she worked for a few months as a babysitter, and then she went back to her old job finally. But following 3 break-ins into her car and 3 or 4 accidents to her car, all taking place on the property of her employer, she quit her job again in December of 2011. So they got engaged in October of 2011. They had their engagement party again, and I'll say this again, in December of 2011, and she quit her job again after what appears to be many opportunities to file insurance claims. January 2012, she starts school. Oh, remember, yeah, we haven't covered that one in the recap yet. She claimed she was accepted to a nursing program. However, the degree she claimed she was earning doesn't appear to have been offered at the school she claimed she was attending. So in January of 2012, she claims that she started school. She also claimed that she was very sick. And get this, she claimed that her home was broken into and that she actually was in the house at the same time that the person who broke in was in the house and that she had to just run. She says, so I go into master bedroom, found door open and siren was busted. They were still in house. I ran as fast as I could. OMG, scary. Why is 2012 so mean to me? And she posted, lupus and school don't allow me much spending money these days. So the home break-in was in January of 2012, the same month she started school. Did you know that in February of 2012 that Christopher Watts moved to Colorado without her? Did you know that he would later say that her doctor said she needed to move to Colorado for her health? Yet the only meds she was on were pain medications for her migraines when she moved to Colorado at some point, either in March or April. Dropping out, of course, of the nursing program that we question whether or not it even existed. She put the house on the market in May. In July, she finally gets a job working with Christopher Watts at a car dealership. In September, she closes on the sale of her house. And you remember how that one video, how she sits there and acts like she made a hefty profit on it? She didn't. Do the math. She didn't make a dime on that house. She bought it for $334,500. She sold it for $350,000. Do the math on commissions, transfer taxes, probably having to pay back HOA dues and overdue payments too. With the commissions alone, she lost money on the deal.